Executive Director for the Council for the Prevention of Child Abuse and Neglect, Stacy Blaylock. Hi, Stacy.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah. So I know a lot of programs had to be suspended during COVID, and that's a big part of what CPCAN does.
Yes. So we do have several programs that had to be suspended during COVID, but we are up and running with them again. We had 4 gentlemen successfully complete our Nurturing Fathers program just a few weeks ago. So that was awesome to see these guys go through the program. It's a 13-week program, so it's a time commitment.
Wow.
And they came every week and graduated the program. So, and all of them had great things to say about the things that they learned and what they can incorporate into their parenting. And we also have our Stewards of Children that I'm going to be presenting actually at Spring Arbor to some social work students. So we're getting back out there, which is great.
Well, you sent out a note about your upcoming event, but I want to talk about the statistics you included in your note. How many abuse and neglect investigations are there in a year in Jackson County?
It depends on the year. It varies greatly. So I believe it was over 600 this year. I don't know the exact number right off the top of my head.
Yes, actually 2021, 660 investigations resulted in confirmed cases of child abuse and neglect.
Yes.
10 a week.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it is.
But thousands of investigations.
Oh, thousands, yes. And many of them are unfounded for good reason. You know, people sometimes will call and report abuse and neglect because they're upset with their
custody,
cousin, or you know what I mean, or there's custody or things like that. So we're thankful for CPS who investigates those, and for the ones that get substantiated, provide services. But we want to prevent those in the first place. So that's why we're trying to give parents the skills they need to parent, like with the Nurturing Fathers program. One of the things is parenting without violence and working with your parenting with a partner and things like that. So we're trying to give them skills to help them alleviate some of those stressors and some of the things that can contribute.
So dads go through the Nurturing Fathers program, and it's 13 weeks.
It is. It's 13 weeks.
So are they ordered? Are people ordered to go to this program?
No, sometimes they can be referred by CPS, but the dads we had that just completed, all of them did it just because somebody told them about it and they wanted to come and better their parenting. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
A great bunch of guys. I got the chance to meet them a few times. I don't teach the class. We have Travis, who used to be the ED here. He
yeah, I know Travis.
Class, so.
It's amazing that they would recognize that they need that education, the help, and they're committing to 13 weeks.
13 weeks, absolutely. And actually one thing that we're talking about that is on the horizon for us too is we would like to train more people, more men, to actually be trainers of this program. So that's something that we're looking forward to being able to expand.
So is it men that are typically the abusers?
Not always, and especially with abuse and neglect, a lot of times we see neglect. And in neglect, there are a lot of factors, a lot of risk factors, including poverty and lack of stability with housing and things like that, that just create stress. And then, unfortunately, the kids can, as a result, be neglected. So that's another thing that we try to raise awareness about is the risk factors and how we as a community can come together and alleviate some of those. Yeah,
neglect and abuse, hand in hand. So we have a fun event. It's a fundraiser.
Coming up on Saturday.
This Saturday.
I'm very excited. This is obviously my first event as the executive director, but we do fundraisers every year. So this is our Halloween-themed family fun run and 5K. So we're calling it Spooktacular because it is Halloween-themed.
I love Halloween.
I do too. It's fun.
I really do not.
Really?
I do not like Halloween.
I have fun helping my kids all dress up and stuff.
You know, I like some parts of Halloween.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be so blanket statement about that, but I guess it's the costumes that I don't like.
Yeah, you don't like the costumes?
Yeah.
I've got a kiddo that gets really nervous about masks, like certain masks. So I try really hard to like steer him away from them in the store and stuff. So he gets a little nervous. But yeah, so the event, we're excited about it. It's $30 for a family, and you have a chance at winning door prizes. Many of them are valued up to $25, so you If you win a door prize, you're really only paying $5 to come.
So is the whole run within the park?
Yeah, so it'll be within the park, and we're starting the 5K at 9:30, just to give the runners who don't want to do the trick-or-treating and all of that stuff a chance to get a head start. And then at 10, the families will start filtering through, and we'll have trick-or-treating stations and costume contests and food and door prizes and a lot of fun. And all the funds that we raise will go toward expanding our programs.
Good. I was looking at Saturday's forecast. It's going to be perfect for a run.
I know, I saw that. I was like, oh, I'm hoping it stays that way.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a lot like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
This Saturday.
So. Yeah, it looks like it. So I was looking at it just this morning. I've been keeping tabs, hoping that it'll be good.
So offering the Nurturing Fathers program to more dads, get more people trained to do that. How else can you expand what you're doing?
So with the Stewards of Children, we also can expand how many people are trained in that as well. And that is actually a program where we train people who are at youth serving agencies, schools, churches, things like that, on ways to prevent sexual abuse with young children. So we can expand that, and then we can also just, like we created a resource guide, and that resource guide has tons of resources for families and parents to try to help connect them to Jackson resources. Funds will allow us to print more of those and distribute those for free to local agencies to hand out to families who are at risk.
How does someone access your services? Can they just call or show up?
Yeah, they can call, they can message us on our Facebook page, email me, anything.
What do you do? What are things that you do in your building? It's like two buildings together.
Yeah, so our buildings right now, we use it mostly for Nurturing Fathers or things like that. A lot of what we're trying to do is outside of the building. We want to go to where people are. So we utilize those mostly for offices, and actually our other building is available for rent right now for other nonprofits and should be on MLS this week. So the one building is available for rent.
Well, you have a great location. It's just right on Austin Blair Park.
Yes. So it's a great location, especially for nonprofits where you've got clients who need to use the bus line or things like that.
Yeah, and it's in the big neighborhood, so walkable. The walk, the run, the Halloween Spooktacular on Saturday, besides being an entrant, is there a way you can help as a sponsor? Do you have some packages available for that?
Yeah, so we definitely have a lot of great sponsors, but we're always looking for more. So you can reach out to me either, again, through our Facebook page, our website, my email. And we have 3 sponsorship levels, a $100 level, a $250 level, and a $500 level.
And this is the first time we've ever had a run, right? For CPCAN?
Yeah, I think they did a 5K last year.
Oh.
But this time we really wanted to pull in that family unit and create something that families can do together that isn't too expensive, but still, obviously will benefit our programs and things like that.
And people should come in their costume?
Yes, come in your costumes. There will be a costume contest for the kids too, so that'll be great. Nice. We've got some, our gold sponsors, our $500 sponsors are sending a representative to help judge the costume contest, so that'll be fun.
Now, are you going to wear a costume too?
Yeah, I don't know how involved my costume will be, but I will have something.
Have you got it picked out?
No, not yet.
I think that's one of the things about costumes, why I don't like them so much, because I always had a big problem with that. It never worked out.
Yeah.
I waited till the last minute. It didn't fit.
Yeah. Well, I was so focused on getting my kids their costumes because I'm usually a last minute costume mom, but because they're coming on Saturday, I had to have them early this year. So I was a little more focused on them. So now I've got to figure out what I'm going to wear.
Well, you can just show up and participate in this event, or you can register ahead of time. And you can scan. We've got a UPC QR code, QR code that you can scan on the screen to take you to the registration form. And if they want to sponsor, they can call you.
Yep, they can call me.
Great.
Yep. And then also with the QR code, the Eventbrite, on our Facebook page, we also have a Facebook event, and the link to that Eventbrite's on there as well if you, for some reason, can't get the QR code to scan.
Cool. Good to see you, Stacy. Thank you.
Good to see you too. Thanks.
Stacy Blaylock, Executive Director for CPCAN, the Council for the Prevention of Child Abuse and Neglect. I've got